Macedonian side is really scattered around the world. A player playing in Mexico. Scary there playing in Sweden.
Well, there are not too many European players who ply their trade in Mexico.
We're going to get a yellow card. And Lazarevsky goes in the referee's notebook.
Lazarevsky, he finds coming up the field Stanic, and Stanic is taken out of it.
That's the first yellow card of the game. Lazarevsky there, just missed time in his challenge.
Oh, it's been played in a very sporting manner, the game, swinging from one end of the field to the other. There's no malice involved here at all. Sometimes these kind of regional derbies can develop into a very hatred match, but there's no sign of it here.
Dutch football this week on ESPN. Ajax, the defending champions, take on FC20 from Enschede. Ajax, who lost last time out to Sparta Rotterdam, looking to get back onto winning ways. They take on high-flying FC20. You'll be able to see that game here on ESPN. Check your local listings 4 times. Now, ball lifted in there, that time by Asanovic. Yanni comes forward to take the throw. Asanovic again involved. And in fact, the free kick has gone to Croatia. Seemed from our angle that Asanovic was backing into the defender, but the referee saw it differently. Now Boban is the player over the ball. Miloševski there just trying to ensure that he's got a good view of this. Boban, who plays his football at AC Milan, faced there by a 2-man wall. Curling this one in. Goalkeeper Kane got nowhere near it. Macedonia able to get the ball clear.
It's amazing Boban doesn't score as many goals now, Mike, as his career looked like it was going to. You go back to the 87 under-21 championship in Chile, he led Yugoslavia to that, and he was the leading goal scorer, but he just doesn't knock them in anymore.
He doesn't score enough goals internationally, and certainly his club feel the same way, AC Milan. But then when he does score, Tommy, they're usually spectacular efforts. You do remember them.
Yeah, well, I remember one in particular against Paris Saint-Germain with the 90th minute ticking on the clock, and it resulted in a win for AC Milan in the first round of the quarter-finals of the Champions League, and AC Milan went on to win it. It was a very, very important goal on the road. So you're right about remembering. I remember at least one anyhow.
Now Michevsky. We made a mention earlier that Croatia, when they attacked, had 7 players in the box. They had 7 back that time in their own penalty area, defending that attack. Now Maric. Maric has got a different role in this game than the one he had against Malta. He seems to be enjoying it more. He's got a license to get forward as we see this one chipped. Nobody could get on the end of it. Come forward there is Mario Stanic, who plays his football at Parma.
Well, he kind of tried to scoop it in, put his foot under it. He realised the keeper's off the line. Watch what he tries to do with it here. Pushes across into the middle, and then it takes a bit of a deflection. Yarni really loves to attack, doesn't he? On that left-hand side, that might be a problem for them between Tudor and Yarni, both of them coming forward, Mike. I mean, most modern-day teams, all right, bring one forward, but they're bringing the 2 of them forward at the same time, which is very, very surprising. Tudor and Yarni.
Sanovsky taking the free kick. Condition, but it is cutting up, and looks, Tommy, as if it's been re-sodded during the off-season, and it might not have quite gelled together yet.
Oh, it's a little bit soft. There's been a lot of rain around Europe.
shot wasn't too far wide, and Ladic there just coming across his goal to police it out of play. It was Stanovsky who has scored a couple of international goals trying the shot.
Well, you can see there's a little bit of water too in front of the goal area, Mike. Not so much water, but just a very wet area. So there may be a few parts of the field where the water hasn't drained off properly as well.
Now Suka down the centre forward channel. Macedonia, those strong there. 3 players back. Now Yanni. Now this is Stimac. Right that time by Maric. Good player game from Croatia. And the dive inside the penalty area as they go looking for a penalty, but the referee from Russia not too interested, and not really surprisingly, Tommy.
Well, I think he was just running out of legs. He couldn't get any further himself. It was a case of him going down. He may have got the gentlest little touch, but all he needed was a helping hand to fall.
Macedonia, who got off to a dream start, but since then they found it very hard to threaten the Croatian goal. Nikolovsky. Stanovsky playing it forward, the challenge from behind coming in from Igor Stimac. And Stimac.
Oh, yellow card for Stimac. He might have got away with it if he hadn't to get into a discussion with the referee. But as soon as he started to talk to the referee, it was curtains at that stage. He tackles 2 of them, that's why. He takes the first one down, and then he takes down Stanovsky coming through as well. So he got double the money for there's the first one down. Let me go for a second one. He gets a second one. So he gets 2 for the price of 1 there, Mike.
It's Igor Stimac. So he used to play here in the stadium on a regular basis when Hajduk split with the visitors. Great rivalry between Hajduk and Croatia Zagreb, Dinamo Zagreb as they were formerly called. 2 teams who seem to dominate play the old Yugoslav league. As did Vardar Skopje from Macedonia. Surprising though that this split up of the former Yugoslavia has produced so many very good teams. Yugoslavia used to a reputation for developing outstanding players from this region. At least now more of them have got a chance of playing on the international stage. Carey trying to get that one across, and it just drifts out of play. Live on Monday, it's NFL action here on ESPN when the New York Jets take on New England. You can see that one live. Check your local listings 4 times. Great rivalry between the Jets and New England. You can see all the action here live on ESPN. Check your local listings 4 times. Yanni. Suka. Great control. Just couldn't quite get away from his marker, but he's got a corner and he'll settle for that.
You know, you watch him running, you watch the way he moves around the field. You'd never suspect that he was as good a goal scorer as he is. He just looks like a journeyman out there, but he's got sheer brilliance.
Coming in from Boban. That's off target. And some of the travelling supporters for Macedonia. As Boban had that opportunity, and he's been known to score from that range, but that time he was way off target. Captain of Croatia. Macedonia lifting this one forward, and Ladic there had to quickly come off his line.
Oh, the flag was up. It wouldn't have counted. There would have been a bit of controversy if that one had gone in, Mike.
And Stanovsky again is the player who gets forward.
Let's see if he's offside. Well, I think he might have been. About a half a step, and he doesn't make too much of an attempt to play the ball. The keeper plays it. He's done a good job of drifting in through there and getting behind that defence.
Yeah, both sides working very hard when they haven't got the ball. There's a lot of good covering going on. Players tracking back just to fill up gaps. Boban trying the shot. Blocked again. Tronevsky.
Well, I think we've seen it with Croatia for a long time, Mike. They're a much better second-half team than they are a first-half team. And if that's the case today, well, then Macedonia better get a tally before the half-time comes.
They got off to a dream start, but Croatia have fought their way back. You see there, just over 37 minutes gone in this first half. And it's all tied up at 1 apiece. Now Robert Yanni. He's got forward quite as much as we perhaps might have expected, Tommy, in this first half.
Well, you know, when they're all going forward, somebody has to come back. And Yarni, for the first 10, 15 minutes, he spent it practically in a Macedonia half. But now he's been a little bit more cautious.
Macedonia's last European qualifier. They're only one so far. That was played in September when they beat Malta 4-0. They've only been involved in one other game. That was a friendly. And they drew 2-2 with Egypt. They used basically home-based players in that game as Croatia tried the shot. And tipped away there by Milicevic, the goalkeeper.
Oh, Soldo coming through and nobody picked him up. He was left with that yard of space. Looks up, says, well, why not have a go myself? There's nobody around here. It bounces in front of the keeper. Just keeps it out of the net. A good save.
Davor Suker has gone across to take the corner. To the near post. Now he's got another opportunity. Just lifts it in the air. The goalkeeper there under pressure does very well. Stanic was the player who went up with him. And Milisevski, the goalkeeper, came down with the ball. Good safe handling. But Davor Suker, he looks so hungry. I mean, he's missed so much of the season at Real Madrid because of injury. And he just seems so keen to get back. I mean, he rushed over there, took the corner. He's trying to do everything at the moment, Tommy.
Yeah, he's trying to be in all places at all times. And sometimes that can wear you out a little bit too.
Hardievsky, way forward, and referee having another word with Stanovic. I think he's living a bit dangerously, Tommy. Referee spoke to him about 2 or 3 times now.
Well, he always kind of lives on the edge, doesn't he? Even when he's in the Premiership, he's always involved in something and sticking a boot in here and an elbow there.
One of the Macedonian players has gone down after that rather heavy challenge. Stanovsky, the player who got caught. Let's see if we can see what happened here.
Well, he just tries to run in around somebody, and Boban stood him up. I think they may have flicked knees too.
You know, the Macedonian supporters.
With that red and that ham clap there for a while, I thought it was Flamengo. It was very reminiscent of the Flamengo supporters. I think the crane is done up in the Macedonia colours, see it?
Yes, it is. This stadium, the Maksimir Stadium, the national stadium here in Croatia, being remodernised, rebuilt. This is the home ground also of Croatia, Zagreb. You can certainly do with more capacity here. Hence a new stand being built behind the goal to our left. Boban just puts the ball out of play so that Macedonia can regain possession. Stanovsky is okay to carry on now. Trenevsky. Another free kick for Macedonia. Goes against Robert Yarni.
Oh, Yarni just getting a hand in and then getting a foot in. I'm not sure he intended him to go down, but Trenevsky was the man he got around on. Oh, that was a neat little flick back to the keeper.
Mladic, 35 years old now. Stay with us. Coming up at half-time, we'll have a look at some of the other results from Wednesday's Euro 2000 qualifiers. We'll also have a look back at the first half highlights. Hasanovic now. Soldo. Boban couldn't bring it under control. Macedonia to try to spring it wide, but Croatia so well organised. Macedonia trying to bring out the defence. Time to get to the halfway line. Croatia are all back. They're all set.
Plus they're super fit. I mean, they are super fast. I'm just watching them covering the space up and down the field. You can tell, Mike, that they've had a long, hard campaign, but it's worked out well for them.
Yarni with the cross. Quite full there for Davor Suka.
Oh, he tried to take it down on that left foot. He was trying to set it up.
Now Yarni. This is Maric. Didn't quite work for Croatia, although 1-2 was tried there. Boban might have been held, but Reed didn't see it that way. Igor Tudor, only 20 years old. Joined Juventus this season from Hajduk Split.
The way Juventus are going, Mike, he better start playing well for them because they need help at the back. Over a card here.
Well, Hasanovic is living dangerously, isn't he? He's been spoken to by the referee on about 3 occasions.
Well, I'm not sure he could do a whole lot about that one. He had his foot up to play the ball, and the Macedonia player runs it kind of under his foot. He does get a yellow card, but I'm not sure about that. I know he's been living dangerous, and he probably deserves it just for persistency, but there were other times he deserved it besides that. I mean, he was off balance, and the Macedonia player ran into him.
So Hasanovic goes in the referee's notebook.
Well, the referee was probably fed up warning him. He said, I'll put him in the book anyhow.
So free kick then for Macedonia. Well, we're going to get 2 minutes of stoppage time. Through there for Mladic. Croatia. Tudor plays it forward. Now Hasanovic. Hasanovic getting that one across. Macedonia get it clear. The Stanic, who really couldn't bring it under control. Stimac. The player they were talking about before the game, Mladic. Be interesting to see what he says after the game, but the rumour has it that this is going to be his final international. He's going to retire. He's 35 years old. He's playing in his 51st international. So it really wouldn't surprise if he decided to make way for a younger player. Hasanovic. Again using the elbow, and the referee again talking to him as Yarni plays this one in. Boban! Oh yes! What was you saying, Tommy? He needed to score more goals?
Well, he's getting on the score sheet tonight. We don't often find him that deep. when the ball has been played in, he's generally the man who's playing it in, and Yarney plays it across to him, and look where Boban is. The ball comes off a defender, he reacts to it quickly, and there's the bulge in the corner of the O'Longian bag. Brilliant strike by Boban. I mean, he really takes it well. He's fortunate here. It takes a bounce to him. He stretches for it, and he gets the boot onto it. Yarney trying to put the pressure on the defenders. Just a little bit of a flick back. Sadlowski is the man who flicks it back, and Boban just stretches out. Watch the way he sticks the foot out. I'm not even sure he's looking at the goal when he hit it, Mike.
So, Zvonimir Boban. That's his 11th international goal. It comes in stoppage time at the end of this first half, and it puts Croatia now into the lead by 2-1, remembering that they were a goal behind after just 2 minutes. So it's been a good fight back from the side who finished third in the World Cup finals in France, and showing all their quality against more than useful Macedonian side as the 2 minutes has passed into stoppage time.
Well, here's the little bit of a flick on by the header, but look at how quick Boban stretches to it. Great concentration, and he got a boot on it.
There is the half-time whistle. So Macedonia getting off to a flying start after 2 minutes, with Krčić with the opening goal, and Croatia hitting back with goals from Davor Suker and from their captain Zvonimir Boban. So at the end of an entertaining 45 minutes, a half-time, it's Croatia 2, the former Yugoslav Republic, Macedonia 1, and the coach there, Blažević, will be more than happy with his side, and certainly Davor Suker, an impressive goal-scoring record at international level. That was his 38th goal. 2-1 then at half-time. Mistake there by Soldo, just did enough to put the Macedonian player off. Arsanovic. Boban nearly reached the sprinting legs there of Davor Suker. He was off to the races if he'd have got past the defender there, because he timed his run to perfection.
And Boban almost threaded it through to him.
Croatia clearing this one quite comfortably. Now Arsanovic. Good run in this time by Maric.
Oh, the flag had gone up. Maric has done a great job out there of pulling some of the pressure off Suker.
And there of Croatia, who's a mad football fan. I'm sure he's enjoying this, with Croatia leading by 2-1. Now Maric again. He's perhaps rather ambitious, but the run in there from Stanic did enough to put the defender off and got him to concede a corner.
Well, a man from Parma coming up there, and he just didn't have any angle on the ball at all, but the defender felt the pressure coming, Mike, and I don't think he should have given up the corner.
Stanovic to take the corner. Takes them all from the right-hand side. He can swing them in with his left foot. That time he hits it deep. Comes off the head there of Lazarevski. So another corner.
Oh, Maric trying to get position there, but Lazarevski did a nice job of taking it away from him.
So Robert Yanni this time. The outswinger, he kept it low. Macedonia. There's a break at speed. Trenevsky, this is. Just being forced wide. Just running out of play. For Champions League, Inter Milan will have that on their mind, but before that they've got to come up against Lazio in Italy's Serie A. Lazio, the big spenders. That's our live Sunday game. Check your listings for times, but that's Inter Milan against Lazio from the San Siro. And 2 big matches in the space of a week for Inter Milan. Big question mark, Tommy, will Ronaldo be back?
Well, they're hoping that he will, and that's a very important game. It should be a great game. I mean, Lazio are threatening to burst out. They're just starting to knit together and getting the chemistry going, Mike.
Yes, they won last time out, their first league win of the season, beating Cagliari 2-0. Now the referee.
Boban put his hand on the referee. That's a no-no. You can't do that.
I think he was threatening the card there, but I think he brought it out in the end.
Well, you're going to see a lot of pushing and shoving here, and players going down, and the referee has blown the whistle, and Boban gets himself involved. He's not afraid to get involved in the field. That's what made him a hero when he got involved in that riot and hit a couple of policemen, Mike. That legend will live on forever.
Yes, he gets more and more policemen every time you hear it.
Yep. He almost got the referee there. Could add that to the list of policemen.
Juric with the free kick. The shot coming in, it's deflected, and there's an equaliser. Stanovsky was the player who drove it in. Juric there with a deceptive free kick. He just laid it to one side. Stanovsky hit it. It's his 3rd international goal, and the goalkeeper was wrong-footed because it took a deflection on the way through the wall, Tommy.
Oh, he had no chance. Watch it as it comes through. Very difficult to see who deflected it there, but the keeper was left with no chance. Get a chance to see it here. Still don't see it, but the deflection goes right through. I mean, that's a rocket of a shot. So well hit, and once they took the deflection, that was the end of the story.
Well, the goalkeeper there.
Now we get a chance to see it from this angle as he steps up to it, hits it hard. I think he just curled.
Yes, he put a lot of curve. He hit it with the outside of his boot. And Stanovsky, there he is.
That was a wicked curve. I mean, talk about Roberto Carlos's curve. I mean, that one was about 6 or 8 foot from it left his foot.
Sanowski, 25 years old. He actually plays in Holland for NEC. And he hit that one so sweetly as...
Well, there's an elbow being used there. Sanovic once again is involved, and he came across with the elbow, and he's living... I mean, is he getting away with it?
I think he is. He's been rather fortunate throughout this game. Not so that man, though, Ludic. Oh.
Watch the curl on this ball. Nobody touches it. It's going to come through. There's the wall breaking up. Well, there might have... No, there's no touch on it. I mean, it just changed direction on its own. That is an incredible strike, Mike.
Yes, because the goalkeeper, for all intents and purposes, had that covered, and then all of a sudden it just curled away from him.
Yeah.
Now Stanic. So it's all tied up. Croatia 2, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia 2. I'm sure that Nick McCarthy, the Republic of Ireland manager, would be quite happy if this stayed at this scoreline, Tommy.
Oh, he'd love this scoreline. I mean, this would be the ideal scoreline for the Republic of Ireland.
Now Boban, he's got different ideas. As he lifts this one over, Stanic. Well, Stanic there trying to be unselfish, not going for goal, trying to nod it back, and it wasn't a high percentage ball from him. Stimac. Over the halfway line. Here comes Soldo. Played back and then just nicked wide. It was Boban who was trying to come through. Oh, Yanni there using his arm, and he's got away with it. Well, referee Nikolai Nikov has let a lot of things go. He's trying to keep the game moving. It's Davor Suka. Now Yanni. Sakari was the player who was just trying to close him down.
Oh, it's tough to get through that FYR Macedonia defense at the moment. They're well stacked. 4 and 3, 4 at the back and 3 immediately in front of them.
They look to break on that far side, and the challenge from behind and rather late on Stanic. He goes in the referee's notebook. Just back today from suspension. In fact, it's Igor Tudor.
Oh, the man from Juventus coming up, and he just sticks the boot in and pulls the player down.
Well, Tudor will be out next game now after he picked up a yellow card in the game against Ireland. And it was a bad challenge because it's seen the player being replaced. Lazarevski is the player that's come off.
Oh, that was the situation presented. Stanic trying to knock it across.
Bozinov is the player that has come on. Plays his football in the second division in Germany.
Surprised he didn't start tonight. He scored 2 of the goals against Malta.
Yes, perhaps the coach felt that Croatia might be a bit harder opposition than Malta. I think he was perhaps a bit conservative. They are the away team.
Oh, this would be a very valuable point if they could get it.
Milchanevsky there trying to get it across, but Croatia defenders standing firm. These players in press me, Tommy, the number 8, Silvio Maric.
Oh, he's
given a more forward role tonight, and he seems to be reveling in it.
Yeah, and he provides width. I mean, he can go on the right, he can go on the left, and every time that the defenders pull off Sukar, he's taking advantage of all those open spaces, Mike.
It's going to be a corner as we're going to get
another sub.
Well, we were going to, but they're going to wait until after the corner. Boban is the player to take this, the captain of Croatia. An outswing, a hit deep. Header coming in, and no worries there for Milosevski. Milosevski, 24 years old. It's only his 8th international appearance tonight. He plays for Trabzonspor in Turkey. Goalkeeper who used to play in Yugoslavia with Vojvodina. Croatia. The referee allowing play to continue.
Now he's going to go back and give the card, it looks like.
I'm surprised if he gives a card, Tommy, because he didn't even give a free kick for a foul. He's actually just telling the Macedonian player to get up.
Oh, let's see if he gets it right. Oh, I think he gets stood on coming forward. Soldo catches him just on the toe. That's one of those tackles that the referees never seem to see for some reason.
We're going to have another substitution. And the player that's coming on is Daniel Saric.
Asanovic has gone off. That surprises me.
He took him off perhaps before he got sent off, Tommy.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot of borderline tackles tonight.
And he's now been booked as well, so they've just got 2 players back from suspension. They really can't afford to have another one out. Tudor is already out of their next game, which for Croatia the game against Yugoslavia at the end of March. The game scheduled to be played in Belgrade. Stanic there with the rather dramatic dive, and it convinces the referee to give a free kick.
Oh, Saric's going to take the throw in, Mike. He's having quite a season. He's going to take the free kick now. Croatia Zagreb, he's doing very well with them.
There's the header. Milosevski was well positioned.
You could just see a little bit of relief on his face when he pulled that one down.
Yanni. Player we haven't seen from Croatia tonight, and that's Davor Vulugonic. We saw come on and score twice against Malta. Now got 2 goals in 2 international appearances, both as a substitute. Must be rather disheartening, Tommy. You score 2 as a sub and you still can't get a game.
Yeah, and they could use a goal at the moment, couldn't they? It'll come in very handy if he could pull one more out of the bag of tricks. If you don't get on, you can't get the chance, and you just wonder what way coaches think. Sometimes you wonder what you have to do to impress a coach.
Now Ladic organises defenders. Player that's gone across is Zahari Ivski. Didn't get the height on that he wanted. Now it's driven hard and low across the box, but the defenders were there to clear it out. Now Maric. He's everywhere, isn't he?
Well, he covers a lot of space, and he's not afraid to run at defenders. He's not afraid to carry the ball with him. And he creates a good bit of space for other players, because now they have to mark him. The way he's been playing, Mike, you have to send somebody after him.
Lifted forward, and Macedonia caught offside.
Boban is really going on a tear out there tonight.
He's trying to lead by example, and here goes Stanic. Now the shot coming in, and in the end way off target from Maric. He's only scored once at full international level.
Oh, just when you say nice things about him, he goes and he takes a shot like that, not even close. Sukar was inside in a good position. mean, it's a nice compliment to Croatian. Suker's won a Champions League match or league medal with Real Madrid. Boban's won one with AC Milan. Just goes to show you the placement of the players around Europe.
Well, the Balkan states have always been great exporters of football talent. And it really is no surprise that teams that have come out as independent states have given good accounts of themselves. Croatia, of course, did qualify for Euro 96, where they made the quarter-finals. They won better in the World Cup, through to the semi-finals. Croatia over the years have supplied so many players to the old Yugoslav side. Macedonia at times have come up with some excellent players. Churic.
Oh, Brzezinski is one that comes to mind right away, isn't it? I mean, he's just such a good player.
Yes, he's on the outer at the moment with Lasovic. And he said he doesn't want to play for Croatia while he is coaching. So he's just taking Croatia to third spot in the World Cup. There's not too much chance of him getting the sack, I wouldn't think. There's his opposite number tonight, Goko Hadzevski. Really no name as a player, but as a coach he's done very well. He won 3 titles with Vardar Skopje, and also had a spell as coach at Vojvodina and at CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria.
I'm not sure what that yellow card is for. The referee's saying it's because he used his elbow, but it looked like he was getting hit in the face as well at the same time. I mean, if you're going to give a yellow card to one, you got to give it to the two. That's a very harsh decision. Let's take a look at it here. Boban is involved, pushes off with his hand. A little bit of a pull on the jersey. Give him the yellow card for pulling the jersey like that.
Yes, Arevski is the player that's got in the referee's notebook. And it's Croatia now. Got plenty of players forward. This is Tuda. The goalkeeper did well. His eye on the ball. Some referees do give out yellow cards rather unnecessarily, and of course they do add up because players are going to miss that's further down the line some key matches. Tudor is out of the next game. That should be against Yugoslavia for Croatia.
But I mean, there were some heavy challenges in this game, Mike, and they didn't get a yellow card. And just because he catches hold of the jersey, pulls it out a little bit, a yellow card is given. I just think it's just so inconsistent. You know, is that not worth a yellow card?
Stanovski, who is penalised.
Watch what he does here. He's just going to dig into him, and I mean, you're taking good players out of it. You're making sure that they don't score, and isn't that what they're supposedly doing? Trying to encourage a little bit of protection for the players who are coming on the attack.
Well, it's going to be Boban to take the free kick. Kulusevski there is just trying to line up the wall. Boban has scored once. And he's going to argue that the wall isn't back the required 10 paces. So Boban. Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from Boban. The goalkeeper did not move. He just stood and watched it hit the underside of the crossbar and go in.
The home fans love it. I said in the first half that Boban doesn't score enough of goals. He certainly makes his presence felt tonight with goals. Look at this one from the free kick. Right underneath the crossbar. I mean, there is no answer to something like that. Even the president says, that's really impressive. Just step up to it, pick a spot, boom. The keeper, I mean, the keeper just stuck to the ground. He's watching in amazement. Doesn't get any better, does it?
Brilliant strike from Zvonimir Boban, his 12th goal in international play for Croatia. And the goalkeeper there, Lisewski, could only stand and watch.
Oh, we've seen so many players around the world now, Mike, who are capable of striking like that. I mean, it used to be that it was a very specialised art, but there's a lot of players can do it nowadays.
So we're inside the final 20 minutes. And Macedonia now with it all to do again. There's the scenes of celebration for Boban.
He was nearly injured by his own player in the celebration.
It was a brilliantly worked free kick. I mean, the wall was well positioned. There was plenty of players in it. I mean, he just got the ball over the wall. It just dipped, hit the underside of the crossbar. There's not much a goalkeeper or a defender can do about that, Tommy.
Yeah, just look at it and say, well done. I mean, there is nothing else. There's no way you can ever stop something like that. I mean, we've seen Marcelino Carioca do it. We've seen Roberto Carlos do it. Now it's starting to become, we see Del Piero do it. There's a few players in Europe that can do it well now. It's starting to become something that we wonder why more players don't do it.
Now Stimac. The best of balls out of defence in the Croatian central defender. Here come Macedonia. Stanovski just couldn't get away from his marker that time. And this is where Croatia are so good in this situation. They're so comfortable on the ball, just pushing the ball around, play the time off the clock, and keep possession, and do it while they're going forward. So if they do make a mistake, they're well away from their own goal, Tommy.
Oh, I think the point you made earlier is well taken. I mean, they don't panic when they're behind. They're still very comfortable to get in front. It's very hard to take them out of their game. They play their own game no matter how it's going.
Saric playing that one across, and Maric had a great opportunity for his second international goal, but hit it straight at the goalkeeper.
Well, Maric about deserves one the way he's played tonight. This time he hits it on the volley. Good save by the keeper.
Now Croatia starting to enjoy this. Boban with the shot, but the whistle had already gone. Coverage of the UEFA Champions League continues here on ESPN. On Thursday, from match day 3, you'll be able to see the game from the Olympic Stadium in Athens when Olympiacos take on Ajax, two teams in Group A who have yet to taste defeat in this competition. Like all the other matches on Wednesday, that one just such a crucial game for both teams. We're in that midsection now, Tommy, of the Champions League, and of course Croatia Zagreb so involved in the Champions League, but these next two match days, when teams play each other at home and away, they go a long way deciding who's going to go through in those groups.
Yeah, they certainly do. You can just, because to lose touch just a little bit, especially if you come up with two bad results. I mean, you have that game that you play now next week and then the following match day. If you happen to lose those two games, well, your fate is nearly decided at that stage. I mean, you just look around that Champions League and there's so many groups just, they're right on a knife edge, can go anywhere.
I think that's one thing that Champions League has brought up this year, and Euro 2000 qualifying is doing the same. There is no outstanding team, whether it be club or international level, that's going to dominate these days. Everybody can beat everybody on a certain day. As Macedonia looking there to get an equaliser, but it's their substitute, Pozinov, who is adjudged to have been offside.
Oh, and that's very, very close. I mean,
well, it's there where the ball was played across that the flag went up. If you look at the replay, Tommy, the referee's assistant on the far side had his flag down when this player, Tranevski, got the ball. The action at the other end, and the sliding challenge there from Nikolovsky. He seems to have done himself some damage. 3-2 then, the scoreline here at the Maximar Stadium in Zagreb. Alongside Tommy Smith, I'm Mike Hill. Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia got off to a flying start with a goal after 2 minutes. Croatia hit back. Lead 2-1 at half-time. Macedonia tied it all up, and then a brilliant free kick from Boban in the 70th minute has given Croatia a 3-2 lead. And a yellow card. They're coming thick and fast now. That's Saric. Goes in the referee's notebook.
Well, you're going to see he comes across here in a little bit late with the tackle, and the studs are showing.
Saric. Used to play, had a spell in fact over in Spain with Sporting Gijon. Before coming back to join Croatia Zagreb. A nice turn that time. Curic. Still Curic. Now Boban did it from about this range with a spectacular goal. Now can Macedonia do the same?
I think he's going to allow the substitute to happen now, is he?
Yes, the player that's going to come off is Nikolovsky, who got himself injured in that last challenge. And the player that's coming on is Milan Stoyanovski. Only his 7th appearance. He actually plays for Partizan Belgrade. He was actually born in Yugoslavia. So he comes on. And you can hear the reception he's getting from the Croatian supporters. So he comes on, and Macedonia are unable to do too much with that free kick.
Well, it was a very feeble attempt at a good opportunity, you know, with approaching 10 minutes left in the game, Mike. You get those kind of free kicks, you've got to be fit to do something with them, especially when you're down a goal like they are.
Now Ladic. Well, if the scoreline stays like this and he decides to retire, he's going to go out on a winning note. He started on a winning note when Croatia beat the USA 2-1 back in October of 1990. And there's Vozinov. Faced there by Stimac. Igor Stimac, so hard to get past at the back. Imposing figure at the centre of that Croatian defence. Vozinov just got a kick there for his trouble, and too impressed, but his team has got a free kick. Now Stanovski, we just needed a touch, and Curic there got away from his marker and he couldn't get a firm touch on it, Tommy.
And Ladic was very, very alert to the danger inside. Croatia have made a couple of half errors, allowing FYR Macedonia to get in behind them, Mike, and they got to be very careful at this juncture of the game.
It's just over 10 minutes to go. And Croatia leading by 3-2.
I mean, what a valuable 3 points it would be if they could get it and put them back on top of the table.
Yes, Ireland playing Malta at the moment in Dublin. You can hear that Ireland were leading in that game. The Irish should be counting on 3 points from that game. Of course, if scoreline stays here, it means that both Croatia and Ireland would have 3 points. Croatia would have, or 6 points, but Croatia, in fact, would have played a game more. 3-2 it is then, as we come up to the final 10 minutes. Another substitution, and Mario Stanic is the player that's coming off. Player who came back from suspension for this game. So he comes off, and the player that's coming on is Jurcic, who also missed the last game because of suspension. In fact, he was sent off against Ireland in the same game that Stanic was sent off. Vucic, who is part of the World Cup squad. He's for Croatia Zagreb here at the Maksimir Stadium. Now Croatia looking to break. Suka playing that one back. Saric. Now Suka, he miskicked.
Looked like a handball. After he hit the ball, it looked like the FIR Macedonia player put his hand down and hit the ball, but Suka was presented with a good opportunity.
Well, the crowd appreciate that. Very knowledgeable, the supporters here in Zagreb. Over the years, they've seen some brilliant players playing here for the local sides. They do enjoy good technical football. Now forward that time by Sanovsky. The referee, I think, he's going for the card again. And Juric, who's only been on, what, about a minute and a half? Back from suspension, and he gets a yellow card straight away as we see that chance for Suka. Yellow card sign in the mount up now, Tommy.
Oh, this referee's throwing him about. The second half in particular, he's just been a very, very busy man with those cards. I'm not sure they're all deserved.
Stavrovsky plays that one across. Sahari Efshi. That one's floated in and a little bit too high there. Way back by the defender. That's the decision from the
corner kick,
assistant on the other side. Flagged that one out of play. Now, I'm not quite sure how he saw that, because Lodic certainly would have had his body in the way.
He did very well to see that now.
He's got X-ray vision. Zakiri with the corner, the header. And it took a touch from a Croatian player. They're coming in there from Curic.
Curic really thought he had a goal there, and all of a sudden the head just got on and knocked it away.
This time it's pulled deep. The shot. Again, it takes a ricochet. Another corner. On a third successive corner. Would it be 3 times lucky for Macedonia? Giri. And Croatia get it clear. And the ball goes out of play. Just under 6 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. That was a dangerous ball back by Sanovsky. Nearly played his teammate in trouble. So there were 2 Croatian players bounding down on him. One of them was Zomir Boban. Football from Spain this weekend, live on Saturday for our audience in Latin America only. From the Nou Camp, it's Barcelona against Salamanca. Barcelona, after a slow start, are up there in 3rd spot now. Salamanca in a mid-table position. And they did do the double last season over Barcelona, including a 4-1 victory at the Nou Camp. That's our live football from Spain. Check your local listings for times. For Croatia. Stay with us at the completion of the game. We'll be back to wrap it up. We'll show you all the goals in this Euro 2000 qualifier. We'll also have a look at the other results of matches in this group and how the teams all stand now. Reports we're getting from Ireland is that Ireland are beating Malta. So if that result stays and this scoreline here stays the same, Ireland and Croatia will be on top of the group. I suppose you would expect Ireland, though, to beat Malta, wouldn't you, Tommy?
Well, the way Ireland's going, you'd kind of expect them to beat Brazil, even if they were playing them now at the present time.
You're not biased by any chance, are you?
No, no.
Okay.
Honest opinion. May not stand up, but it's an opinion. Look at this.
Yes, Miloszewski, the goalkeeper. Kicked out Churic. Final ball that time, letting Macedonia down. Something Macedonia have not done, and that's committed too many players forward, realising how dangerous Croatia can be on the counter-attack, and that time Davor Suker was just fractionally offside.
Well, he's not at all impressed by the call.
Now this is Gosev. Substitute, he's giving it away. Here come Croatia, 3-on-2. Davor Suker. Oh, he was trying to curve that round defender and goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper was well positioned. Davor Suker acknowledges the fans in the crowd.
Well, he is a gallery man. He loves to play to the crowd. He loves to get the crowd involved with him.
Well, this is his 45th international. He has now scored 38 international goals for Croatia. That's nearly a goal a game at international level, Tommy. That really is a great strike rate, especially when you compare it. It's 45 internationals. A lot of players might play in 2 and get a couple of goals, but to play that many and score that regularly.
Well, he has it over the long haul, and I don't know if there is any other international player. There's certainly no other international player around at the moment, Mike, that can have that kind of statistics.
He's still looking to add to that, and again, he was just fractionally offside. Got on the blind side of the defender. It's just stepped forward. It's a yard too early. Into the final 2 minutes. Suker there, just trying his run. You can see it was been very close when the ball was played.
Oh, that should be a corner. That was a mistake.
Yes, a mistake, and just a lack of concentration that time. I think he was thinking about what he was going to do with the ball once he got it, and just took his eye off the ball, and it just went under his foot.
Well, it puts pressure on them, and not alone that Croatia used very valuable time here. Boban's a master of running the clock. Look at this. Maybe I will.
Well, we're going to have 3 minutes of stoppage time as he takes the corner. And he hit it short to the near post. It was away by the defender. So again, a few more seconds. This corner comes across, hit deep this time, off the head of the defender, which took it away from Tudor, who was coming in, and Davor Suker.
Well, on the 2 corners, Mike, he wasted almost 40 seconds, which is good clock management, isn't it? And now more, because this is the result of what happened from the corner. So over a minute, you may say, on the 2 corners.
And then Saric. Boban.
Give that away rather needlessly.
And we're into stoppage time. Free kick goes against Macedonia. Bozinov is the player who is penalised.
Oh, Yarny does a good job covering back, and a couple of players involved here. The sub gets pulled down, Saric.
free kick. Rather wasted. Although Maric never gives up. Here he goes. He's not afraid to take on defenders. He's so strong, the 23 years old player from Croatia Zagreb. So you got a feeling, Tommy, that he's going to be on one of the big European club shopping list before much longer if he carries on like he's played tonight.
Well, if he can string the games together, Mike, he certainly found himself now on the big stage, and he has played very well tonight. A lot of confidence. He's very, very strong, which would make him ideal for the Premiership. Make him ideal for Serie A too. He can ride off the challenge as well.
He's played in 4 matches in the World Cup finals. So he's building up a lot of experience, the 23-year-old. Of course, he's in the shop window as well with Croatia Zagreb in the Champions League, so he's got time to impress. And a chance to impress some of the bigger clubs. Boban there, just sweeping it wide. Yanni. There, in fact, is the final whistle. Well, the signal was 3 minutes. We've only had just under 2. But the crowd here at the Maximar Stadium are going to go home happy. Croatia now 2 wins in their last 2 matches after that defeat by Ireland. They've recovered with victories now over Malta and tonight here over the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. 3-2 was the final scoreline. We'll be back with the highlights after this.